if it comes to EVs, of course, we see an imbalance, which we also recognize in other sectors, because there are subsidies in China for these EVs, which European cars do not receive. And on the other hand, our companies are faced with some restrictions on the Chinese market. So what we are demanding is reciprocity when it comes to the accession to the markets. Under these circumstances, our position is still a very sober one. We'd like that China is our partner. We know that China is a competitor to the European Union, but in some sectors, we also have to recognize China as being a systemic rival. China will always be a very important trade partner for Germany and for Europe, but we have to take care of our interests. We urge China to put more pressure on Russia to get the war in Europe ended. We see China as having the highest influence on Moscow right now. So if China is interested in having a stable economic situation on the world, it should really use its leverage on Russia in order to convince Moscow that this war has to come to an end. The main focus of our economic policies in Europe has to be to rebuild our competitiveness on the world stage, which in some sectors we are going to lose. So we need to strengthen our efforts that Europe is capable to be a good competitor, especially for China. But also we have to defend the rules of how trade is made in the world, together with partners like Singapore. We find in the Indo-Pacific a lot of interesting partners, and also in Africa and in Latin America. So the European Union really, in this very situation, has to show that we are capable to reach a new level of ambition in order to come to a more effective decision-making process. Yes, of course, EU has to step up, but it is still China and it is still Russia, who both are attacking the international rules-based order in different ways and different manners, especially Russia, of course, with that illegal war against Ukraine. So Europe has to learn the lesson very quickly and to show readiness. I wouldn't say that they are not reliable. They are NATO partners for us. It's Germany. We just had last year a very, very important and very successful summit, NATO summit in The Hague, where, of course, we showed the readiness to spend more for defense. The very important 5% goal was formulated. On the other hand, the United States assured us once again that they are ready to defend Europe, that the nuclear umbrella is working. So we are really working closely together, and the United States really know that it is in their core interest to have a very coordinated security policy together with Europe.